Hello and welcome to the TigrePup channel. In this video, I'd like to talk about an experience I had when I was approached for the first time. So if this topic interests you, then please keep watching. Just a disclaimer, this is the first time I've ever done a video where I'm actually speaking to you personally as opposed to voiceover. And most of the time it's because my voice doesn't carry very well, but I'm trying something new and different for the first time. So if you see me acting weird, it's because I'm actually nervous. So hopefully you can get over that and just listen to the story and be entertained by that. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and I can try to make more content with this type of storytelling. So let's begin. Okay, so my story begins when I was about 20-something years old, and I was living on campus at a college. So I was going to college at the time, and I was living in a dorm, and for whatever reason, I was going to my mama's house in order to wash my clothes. Try to give you a brief description of what I looked like at the time. Everybody kept saying I looked like Tevin Campbell. Oh my God, I hated that. I was like, I'm older than him, so he looks like me or whatever. But that really annoyed me at the time. I don't know if you ever paid attention to him, but he looks kind of awkward. And I believe that even to this day, that's what I look like. That's why they try to say that I look like him, because we are pretty similar, even though we don't look exactly alike. We look pretty similar. And when I say awkward, I mean like, you know how most people have like a smooth, well, in my opinion, most people behave and act like it's a very smooth action. And when I see video or pictures of myself, I look very awkward and just weird. I don't know, just my opinion. And if you pay attention to Tevin Campbell, you'd see what I'm talking about. Okay. But at the time I was pretty slim. I'm like, what, almost 5'5", not quite. And at the time I was like 125. I'm not 125 now. And I had gathered all my things in a bag, maybe 1 or 2 bags, whatever, I can't remember. And the only clothes that were left that were clean were a stripedy shirt, which was very tight, and some khaki pants, which was also very tight. Somehow, some way, I was able to squeeze myself in it, even though I was really skinny, really skinny. So I caught all of these buses, maybe 2 or 3, I can't really remember, but it took me a while to get to my mama's or whatever. And during the time, you know, I spent some time over there, you know, and said hey to my family members and spent some time. And I got a chance to wash my clothes and do whatever I need to do, whatever. Then I packed all my things and I made my way back to the dorm. Okay, so after some time, you know, like I said, passengers are coming in and out. So this one guy, he comes in, and I'm going to try to describe him for you, okay? So he's dressed in a security uniform. I believe it was brown, like a tan and a top and brown pants or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. I've never seen him before. It's my first time ever seeing him. And like I said, he was dressed in a security guard's outfit. He was clean shaven. He was light complected, think like an orangey color, not like butter, but more like a cheddar color, that type of coppery, orangey gold color. Well, anyway, so he comes and he sees me as soon as he gets on the bus, and he sits opposite of where I'm sitting. Now, mind, so he comes and he starts asking me all kinds of questions. Okay, so there's like people that are facing us, because like I said, on the bus I'm seated in the front where the seats are facing each other, right? And so there's people facing us. So what happens is like, okay, so I'm like, thinking, why is he asking me all these questions? I thought that was very strange. It was a bit uncomfortable, and like I said, I felt like I had an audience because they had like the other passengers that were facing us, right? So initially I had my guards up because like I said, I thought this was entirely awkward. Nobody's ever just seen me and start asking me questions. Usually it's a person I know. So eventually, with his line of questioning, I became comfortable, and I guess. So he actually comes and sits beside me. Which I thought was so strange. Like, what is going on, okay? So he's asking me questions, whatever, and I'm telling him, oh yeah, you know, blase, blase. And I'm not sure if he was getting off next or I was. And he's asking me for my phone number. And I don't know. But it completely floored me. I just wasn't prepared. I don't know what I thought that line of questioning was going to lead to, but this is where it ended, and it just threw me for a loop. And like I said, we are in the front of the bus. The bus is now very crowded. People are staring at you, and it's just very uncomfortable because I've never actually had a situation like this before in my entire life, where, like I said, somebody come and approach you and ask you all kind of questions, and then they're asking you for your phone number and stuff like that. So eventually I was like, just thought that was very weird, okay? And they had like an old woman, she was sitting there staring at us like, you know, I thought that was so judgy. And this was way back in the day, around the time when Matthew Shepard had got. People weren't too accommodating to gay folks back then. And plus, I wasn't comfortable with myself at the time, which, I mean, I'm trying to work on that right now. It may seem hard to believe because I wear all that makeup and everything, and I wear wigs and stuff like that. And but that's in the comfort of my home. That's not out in public, even though I have worn makeup out in public. Anyway, that's beside the point. To get back on track, so he asked me for my phone number. I think I didn't have a phone at the time, so I couldn't give him one. Or maybe he gave me his. Doesn't matter. I eventually got off the bus and went about my way. Okay, so he really didn't have a chance because
he looked very much like my stepdaddy. Does he look very much like my stepdaddy?
At the time. And I'm going to go over the similarities to let you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, so my stepdaddy was a police officer at that time, and this guy was a security guard. Similarity number one. Number two, they both are light complected. Okay. Number three, they both had similar facial structures. One that I distinctly remember is they both had that long pointy witch's nose that kind of like go down like this and it's pointy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. And the thought of hooking up with somebody that looked just like my stepdaddy was kind of like, oh no, 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 no. It's not exactly something I was interested in doing. You know what I'm saying? But his approach was pretty smooth because, like I said, he came in and he talked to me and he made me feel comfortable. And then he went in for the kill. Because, like I said, I mean, pretty shy, reserved type of person. And that was the first time I ever wore anything tight and clingy. I guess I look like one of those twinks that they call them twinks. I don't know if they called them twinks then, but like I said, I was pretty skinny. And I've gained weight now. But yeah, that was my experience for the first time ever being approached by anybody. So it was something I'll never forget. And I just want to thank you for watching. Hopefully this story entertained you. And maybe you can tell me about your first experience being approached by anybody, whether it's male or female. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.